Hello YouTube and welcome to Jill's Quirky Craft. Today we're going to do the little sea turtle. And I did a video a little bit differently on this go round because I thought I might try something new, see if I can shake things up a little bit. Leave me a comment down below, let me know how you like it. So on this sea turtle, it's made out of polymer clay, and I had made several of them before I made this one for the video because I had a mold that I got off of, I think it was Amazon or Etsy, I can't remember where I got it. The mold is great. It looks good. I mean, the detail on here is really good. The only complaint I have about that mold is, I don't know if it's the clay that I'm using or it's the armament that I'm using, because I've tried this turtle. This is probably like the 5th one that I made with that mold, and the flippers on this side and the bottom, especially the side here, will always break every time I demolded it. And I've tried different things. I've tried just putting all the clay in there and putting it in the oven while it was cold, starting the oven, letting it warm up, cook the appropriate time and everything, and let it cool down in the oven, and then demolded it, and it still popped off. I've also tried just putting it in at the temperature once the oven reached it, cooked it even a little bit longer, and the fin would break. I've tried the wire armament in the fins. The head was fine. It's just the fins. But I tried the wire armament in there, and the problem I had with it was the fin would break, fin flipper, whatever, would break, but it wouldn't fall off, obviously, because the wire's still keeping it attached. But it still broke. So what I do with this one is I tried the aluminum foil, and I took really small pieces and folded them up, and then I just stuck them in the flipper part. I did a layer of clay, stuck it in there, and then I just kept building the clay on top of it. So hopefully this will be a success. I mean, so far this one hasn't cracked or broke or anything yet, even when I demolded it. And I also powdered the absolute crap out of that mold with cornstarch, and that kind of helped too, because I didn't do that from the last few times that I did this, so I don't know if that was a factor in it at all. I've tried, sorry, my arm's getting tired. I've tried air dry clay, and it was just taking forever to set. So I just scratched that one and decided to just try the polymer clay. Now what I'm using is the original Sculpty. It's not the Primo, it's not the Fimo, it's not any of the fancy ones. It's just regular Sculpty, just the white clay, so I can just go ahead and paint it whatever color I want. But somebody told me about Cos clay, which is like a rubber polymer clay type mix, and it's supposed to be flexible. I cannot find it yet. The company that has it is out of stock, and I'm just waiting. It's just gonna be a long, super long wait for this. Hang on, I'm changing arms because this tripod's getting heavy. So that was the issues I've had with the turtle. Is basically the fins, flippers, whatever you want to call them, they just kept breaking every time I took them out of the mold. So that's why you're going to see me just using the foil, because I found that to be a success so far. And I'll continue to use that until I find something better. Now there's a couple other things I'm going to try. I'm not going to mention those yet because I don't even think you can buy it, to be honest. But I was also going to try a screen or a metal mesh type, or even a plastic mesh, something that can go in the oven but not, ruin it when it gets heated up. But I was thinking about like a window screen type material and doing the whole thing, like do a layer in the the mold, and then do the mesh, and then do another thing of clay on top of that and see how that works. But I don't have any of that material yet, but I do have some other stuff. It's like a, not quite a mesh, but it's like a fibrous type material So I'm going to try and see if that works on my other ones that I'm going to be selling up for Etsy. And I'll let you know how that works. But if you guys have any ideas or tips, tricks, whatever, put them down in the comments, because, you know, I'm still kind of new to polymer clay. So anything would help. I've been talking to some people on Instagram, and they were really helpful with that on, you know, kind of what they do is, you know, for things that they make. But a lot of them don't use molds. A lot of them just freehand, and I'm just not that good yet, nor do I have the time to really sculpt anything from scratch. I mean, I'm working a full-time job now, so, and running 3 YouTube channels, so yeah, it's time's a little bit stressed at the moment. Until either I quit my job or YouTube pays me $1 bazillion to just up and leave. So, until then, I'm still gonna work, and I'm gonna upload my videos. That's another thing I wanted to tell you. I'm gonna upload my videos every 2 weeks instead of every week, just because, again, it's time constraint. Doing 3 channels now instead of just 2. I have 3. They'll be linked in the bottom of the description. Also, follow me at Jill's Quirky Craft on Instagram. You'll see a whole bunch of the turtles that I've done prior to this. And I think I mentioned the issues that I've had with them. If not, well, then you have it on the video. Also, July 15th, which is next Wednesday of this month, I'm going to be doing another video. And it has nothing to do with craft or anything like that. It's basically going to be, it's basically the launch video. If you guys ever watched that, it's my very first video in October of last year about the bra decorations and what that was for, to raise awareness for the breast cancer, which I was a survivor, and, well, not was, but am a survivor of. And July 15th will be my 1 year in remission. So I'm going to be doing a video about that, and I'm going to be discussing everything that I went through, what to expect, how you might feel, you know, the process of stuff. That way you guys, you know, and I'm very open about talking about it, but I just want to give you guys a heads up what that video is going to be like. So that's enough of that, and on to the time lapse of making this cute little turtle. Bye.